A very good morning from Khandwala Securities Limited and welcome to Monday's trading action at Dalal Street, dated June 20th, 2022. Well, Nifty and Sensex are at 1 year low. Both the benchmarks are down around 18% from their all-time highs. The obvious single most important question facing investors: when will all the bad news that's haunting stocks be fully priced in? The good news as we start a new week of trading is that WTI crude oil prices have tumbled to $109.56 a barrel. But the sad part is that the oil prices fell around 9% in last week's trade, primarily pressured by the recent wave of aggressive rate hikes around the world and mounting recession woes. Oil prices had recently made a high of $123.7. Our call of the day suggests that if oil prices tank further, then the sell-off at Nifty will end soon. So, until oil prices are way above the RBI's assumption of $105 barrel for its full year inflation projection, the trading theme at Dalal Street will revolve around: first, inflation, inflation, and inflation. Second, the street fears that a 75 basis point rate hike by the Federal Reserve could take place in the central bank's next meeting should inflation concerns prevail. Third, recession fears have grown after the Fed revised growth expectations lower. The US bond market could flash a recession if the yield on the 10-year US Treasury yield fall below that of the 2-year note in what is known as a yield curve inversion. Fourth, FIs have been net sellers for the 8th consecutive month. Fifth, the S&P 500 is in bear market territory. A bear market is defined as a 20% loss from a recent high. Dow too has sank below the 30,000 mark. Sixth, the progress of the southwest monsoon into India after making landfall in the last week of May has been disappointing so far. Seventh, the war in Ukraine and a slowdown in Chinese economy. 8. US dollar index flirts with its 20-year high at 105.45. Technically, bulls can only win if Nifty closes above its biggest interweek hurdles at 15,927 mark. Until then, the downside risk is seen at 14,251 mark. Now, before we get into details, here is the preferred trade on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nifty closing price 15,294. Sell on strength between 15,500 to 15,550 zone. Strict stop at 16,007. Targets 15,001 and then at 14,757. Aggressive targets at 14,251 mark. Bank Nifty closing price 32,743. Sell on strength between 33,250 to 33,300 zone. Strict stop at 33,911. Targets 32,001 and then at 31,701. Aggressive targets at 30,405 mark. The Nifty options data for June series suggests Nifty is likely to be in a trading range of 15,000 to 16,000 zone. Maximum call open interest at 16,000 followed by 17,000 strike price. So 16,000 mark will be Nifty's crucial resistance zone. Maximum put open interest stands at 15,500 levels followed by 14,500 levels. Call writing was seen at 15,300 and then at 15,800 strike price, while there was meaningful put writing at 15,300 and then at 14,000 strike price. Our chart of the day is bearish on stocks like Adani Enterprises, Bsoft, Tata Motors, Navin Fluorine, and Bharat Forge with an intermonth perspective. That's all we have for now. For any queries, do contact us at 02240767373 and do visit our website www.kslindia.com. Thank you and have a profitable day. Please note that the stocks mentioned in this podcast are only for educational purpose. Khandwala Securities Limited or any of its employees shall not be held responsible for any investment or trading action undertaken by any person based on the stocks mentioned in this podcast.